Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today is the Black Widow build. So it's not officially complete yet, but I'm just gonna do it, so I'll come in here where there's a little more light. So let's get into the skills and then I'm gonna go over the gear. Specialty skills. So obviously you want to get all of them, and when it comes to these ones, you want to get the shadow gifts, right? You want to get the shadow gifts. Eliminate enemies while Veil of Shadows is active, has a 35% chance to drop a heroic orb. You want this for the build. And over here, you want the Immortal Cloak. Increase the critical attack chance for teammates cloaked by Veil of Shadows by 30%. That's what you want for support. Now in the assault, yet again, just want everything. Now what I like to do is, depends on what I'm fighting. If I'm fighting a boss, I'll have the lightning fist, but I'll usually just have this taser dart on. Alright, so I usually just flip between the two. So over here I have the lethal bite, holds an extra charge. That's what I use. And then the ultimate, which is what really makes the build. So yet again, get everything. And then you want the power staff. 35% chance to increase the staff attacks while overcharged, while power surge ability is active. So that will help you do a lot of damage. Then you want the power grid, extend the duration of power surge by 4 seconds. That helps a lot. And you don't really use these abilities that much, so I'm not going to go over them. Then for the mastery skills, in the instinct abilities, I don't know how to say it, so I'm just going to say it like that. With the overcharge damage, increase all damage while overcharged by 9 or 5%. Then you want the instinct charge, all attacks increase the damage rate of insect shadow ops meter by 15%. Then you want the heroic overcharge, increase the rate at which heroic energy recharges while overcharged by 15%. So then the range, you're not going to use much, so skip over that. Invisible. Invisible, you mainly going to use to start off the attacks. So you want the invisible stun, increase stun damage while invisible by 15%. Then you want invisible recharge, heroic energy recharges 15% while invisible. Then you want critical melee, increase critical attack chance by 20% for melee attacks while invisible. Then you got utility. You want the heroic takedown mastery, performing a takedown drops a heroic orb. You want stun damage, increase the stun damage by 15%. Then you're going to want melee charge, light and heavy attacks boost the energy of all heroics meters by 5%. And then the champion, I'm not finished yet, but this is the base, what you want to go with. So gear, I do not have the last set of gear up here. I don't have that last piece yet. So once I do, I'll update the video. So for the artifacts, you just want the red ISOs. Up here, you want to go with this one, the tac, whatever it's called, I forget how to pronounce it. You want to go with this because it gives more valor and might. I was using this one at the beginning because I wasn't able to drop enough heroic orbs, so I'm going to switch over to this one soon. Then, for coil, not the coil, one of the defense things, you want Natasha's coil. So what this will give you is the Shadow Ops overpowerment, increase the heroic charge rate of Shadow Ops is active. And then what it also gives you is the heroic assault and ultimate heroic charge. It increases the charge rate by 18%, and that's pretty good. Then you want Natasha's Cloak. It gives you a Jarvis barrier, so that's pretty good on its own. The Lightning Protector increases the amount of shock damage dealt by any attacks by 20%. It's also good. Shadow Ops Amplifier, 30% increase stun damage while Shadow Ops meter is active. So that helps a lot, because while you're invisible and using the Power Surge, it's going to be going off a lot. Then you want one of the Hive Mind rounds. You can get a better version of the Hive Mind. I'm just going with this for right now. So for the range, it does plasma damage. It will change, depends on what you get. Then you want targeted Jarvis barrier. That's what it will always give you. So if you're using ranged and you get a crit, it will give you a Jarvis barrier. If you were just dodging, perfect and evading, it would give you a Jarvis barrier. So then up here, I don't really have what I want, so I'm just using the Heavyweight Spark gloves. Heavyweight Spark gives a chance to heavy combo finishers grant a heroic charge burst for all heroics. Light attacks produce a gamma damage. And then it has the Shadow Ops regeneration. Or not regeneration. I don't know. 200% increase willpower regeneration while Shadow Ops is active. So that really does help a lot. Okay. So like I said, for the major artifact, you want to use this one. For the costume, doesn't matter. I'm using the Black Widow suit from the Marvel, from her standalone movie. I have maxed out her challenge card, as you can see. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a mission, and then I'm gonna let the music just play over the mission. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you on Monday, I guess. Bye.